Charm builds are a very important thing in Hollow Knight.
Now, I know that you guys have likely seen a lot of different videos similar to this, but I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon because I want to be able to share what charm builds helped me through the game, and plus, most of the people that looked at my Hollow Knight charm ranking video were mainly looking for this. So, you guys basically asked for this.
There are a lot of different things that a good charm build can do. It can help you use your spells more. It can also be a nail build, or it can be overall both. This right here is my main charm build. Void Heart because I have to have it. Mark of Pride because it gives me a further nail swing. Unbreakable Strength so it can make my nail swing stronger. Quick Slash so I can slash quicker. Steady Body so whenever I hit an enemy, it doesn't make me get pushed back. And Grub Song so whenever I take damage, I gain soul. This is my main charm build because I think that the combination of Quick Slash and Steady Body are amazing because Quick Slash enables you to slash quicker. And unless you're moving, Steady Body keeps you near the enemy at all times, so overall you can just get more slashes. Now the goal of this video is not to show you my charm build. The goal of this video is to show you what charm builds are considered good and what charm builds are considered bad. The first charm build is going to be the first good nail build, and I think that a lot of pros at Hollow Knight use this charm build. It contains of Unbreakable Strength, Quick Slash, Mark of Pride, and Long Nail. Unbreakable Strength to make the nail stronger, Quick Slash so you can slash quicker with the nail, and Mark of Pride to make the nail hitbox longer, Long Nail to make the nail hitbox even longer. Do you guys know the Sly boss fight? Mark of Pride and Long Nail apparently actually give you the same hitbox as Sly as a nail slash, which is pretty large in case you didn't know. So the reason that pros use this and a lot of other people use it is because it is obviously one of the best nail charm builds in the game, since it gives you more strength, it allows you to slash more with the nail, and it gives you the most range possible with the nail. So it basically just gives you the most nail damage possible.
Now that I think about it, I didn't really think about the fact that Fury of the Fallen exists, so that is also another way to max out your charm strength.
Nail is one of the most widely used and known things, since the nail is the most important thing that you can do damage with, number 2 being spells, and number 3 just being other enemies. Now, I have not played this game in quite a while, so I'm likely not going to do good, but we're just going to hope that I can at least get past the first knock, or so you guys can, like, know. Okay. Okay, yeah. So now do you guys see what I mean by this boss fight is hard? But do you also see how much damage I was able to get in? How fast I was able to knock him for the first time? Considering how little nail hits I was able to get on him? That's the reason why Unbreakable Strength is good. Quick Slash was so I can also get even more damage in. And both Mark of Pride and Long Nail were so I was able to hit him from further distances. That's why that's arguably the best nail build in the game.
Alright, voiceover Hunlandy again. So while I was trying to figure out a bad charm build, really the only charm that I could think of at the time was Heavy Blow, since that is one of the worst charms in the game. But now that I research it, the worst nail build that I could find, according to sources like Google and the Hollow Knight Wikipedia, is Heavy Blow, Dream Shield, Wayward Compass, and Thorns of Agony. This is because Heavy Blow knocks an enemy away from you more, enabling you to get less hits. Dream Shield is basically just entirely useless since it's just a slow rotating shield that barely does any damage. Wayward Compass is just entirely a waste of charm notches, and Thorns of Agony locks you in a post-hit animation that can possibly get you hit more, which is honestly very bad.
A spell build that I really like to do, and also a spell build that I think is pretty good. Spell builds that the pros use could be different, but I do not want to Google anything right now. So the good spell build that we're going to be doing now is Shaman Stone, Soul Catcher, Spell Twisters, and Soul Eater.
The reason that this charm build is so good is because Shaman Stone makes your spells stronger, so whenever you try and hit an enemy, it gives you even more strength on top of what your spell already is. And Spell Twister just adds on to how good Shaman Stone is, because whenever you cast a spell with Spell Twister, it decreases how much soul you have to use, so you're able to use more spells with less soul. Soul Catcher enables you to be able to get more soul whenever you hit an enemy with the nail, and Soul Eater gives you a lot more soul whenever you hit an enemy with a nail. So Soul Catcher and Soul Eater are basically just the same charm, except one is significantly better than the other.
Okay, so right now we're facing the same dilemma where I cannot fill a whole charm build without at least one good charm. So our full thing is going to be Flukiness, Defender's Crest, Glowing Wound.
Now, all of the important things that you're going to see as I begin this Pantheon is the fact that whenever I use a Vengeful Spirit, instead of the regular Fluke Nest effect where it just turns into regular Fluke Nest babies or whatever they're called, it instead turns into a giant cloud of smoke because of Defender's Crest. And Fluke Nest would usually be a somewhat good charm without Defender's Crest, but Defender's Crest makes it bad. And although Glowing Room is already a bad charm on its own, Defender's Crest makes it a little bit worse. As you see right about here, when I cast a Vengeful Spirit, it just explodes into a giant cloud of smoke, instead of usually with Fluke nest, it turns into a lot of baby flukes. It instead turns into a smoke cloud because of Defender's Crest.
There are a lot more different types of charm builds out there, but if I continue to do stuff like Lifeblood or Healing or for Geo, then this video will be multiple hours long, so I just decided to do the 2 best for the Pantheons. So, in my opinion, the best charm build that you can have is Unbreakable Strength, Quick Slash, Mark of Pride, and Soul Catcher. So you can get a little bit more soul, and it's also an amazing nail build. And as you guys have seen, all of these charms are very good, are all used in the good charm builds. However, I'd say that the worst charm build that you can have, However, I'd say that the worst charm build you can have would have to be something like Heavy Blow. Oh, I didn't even think about Grummerfly's Elegy for the bad charm build. Glowing Womb, Fluke Nest, and Defender's Crest. I'd say that this is easily one of the worst charm builds to exist, and Grummerfly's Elegy only because it only slashes when you're at full health. And for a lot of the Pantheons, you're not going to be at full health, like, at all. And as you guys could already tell, those 3, Glowing Womb, Fluke Nest, and Defender's Crest, were already using a bad spell build, so you can already see why those are bad.
There was one more thing that I didn't even think to mention at the time of making this video. There's also one other dude who did like a 20-minute video on the worst charm build ever. I'll put his link up on screen, but he gave me this idea. Shout out to him.
With that, I'm gonna have to be ending off this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you like this video, you guys should go check out the video in which I rank all Hollow Knight charms instead of just the good and bad ones. I genuinely put a lot of effort into that video, and as of now, it is my best video. So I would love it if you guys could go support me, watch my other videos, like and subscribe, watch my shorts, all that. But anyways, enough about me. Have a good day, have a good evening, have a good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I hope that you guys don't get hurt and don't die. Goodbye.